China's rise has already made a noticeable difference. As the saying goes, nature abhors a vacuum. The U.S. has created a giant vacuum in the international system, and China and the rest of the world are rushing in to fill it. To mirror its state of economic development, until a few years ago, China's focus was development, economic, and social issues. But more recently, China's emphasis has shifted to peace and security matters. China has also taken an enhanced role in leadership positions in the international system, so that currently 4 of the 15 UN specialized agencies, food and agriculture, civil aviation, telecommunications, and industrial development, are led by Chinese nationals. These agencies set standards and practices that affect national, commercial, economic, and security interests. In the early days, there was a suspicion of the UN and other multilateral organizations as tools of capitalist nations. But in the 70s, after it replaced Taiwan in the UN, China slowly, increasingly embraced and engaged with multinational organizations. Most famously, China joined the WTO in 2001. The country has now gone all in and is a leader in the UN, being the second largest general contributor, as well as a major financial and human resource contributor to global UN peacekeeping efforts. And since China has resumed the position it held for centuries as a global leader, it would be foolhardy for any nation to not engage with China on an economic, political, and cultural level. China is a major player that just cannot be ignored. Each side has a different vision. The U.S. vision of President Trump is America first, everyone else last. China's vision, as expressed by President Xi, is a community of shared future for mankind. As a consequence, the U.S. is like a bull in a china shop, damaging everything in its path, leaving China and others to pick up the pieces. As one of his first acts, Trump unilaterally pulled the U.S. out of the Paris Climate Agreement. That agreement was achieved by the proactive joint leadership of President Xi and Obama. It was a successful one-off test of what Xi had proposed, a new model for great power relations. Trump didn't stop there, but he then pulled out of the hard negotiated agreement that froze Iran's nuclear weapons program. He's also basically crippled the WTO. He's withdrawn the U.S. from the World Health Organization at a time when the pandemic rages across the globe, with the exception of China and a handful of other countries. Trump has even stiffed the UN, owing it over $1 billion in dues. So it should come as no surprise that for these and a host of other reasons, a very recent Pew Research Center poll shows that the U.S. image has suffered a dramatic and unprecedented reversal in the eyes of other nations.